What's up, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to King Kraken Sports, back with another video today. And today, we're talking about perhaps other than Lamar Jackson. Believe me, I covered a lot of Lamar Jackson the other day. Other than Lamar Jackson, perhaps the most polarizing prospect in this draft class. Josh Allen out of Wyoming. Oh, believe me, if you're someone like me who starts following the draft coverage in around that July and August, that summer series, I mean, you know me, I did my summer circuit. You heard about Josh Allen. You heard about just how good this guy was going to be. Top quarterback in the class. Small school guy about to shock the fucking system. And we heard about it. And we heard about it. And we heard about it. You know, if Pat Mahomes can go top 10, no reason Josh Allen can't go number 1. Watch week 1. He's going to destroy Iowa. Nope, didn't happen at all. No, not even close. He went 23 for 40, threw for 174 yards, 2 interceptions, and no touchdowns, and Iowa made Wyoming their bitch. And that was just the start of things because, well, you know what? That was a bad game. He had to travel on the road. He was halfway across the country. Had to face a good Iowa defense. Next week against Oregon, now it's his time to shine. No, not at all. Once again. In fact, he was even worse this time because he went 9 for 24 for 64 yards and 1 interception, no touchdowns. Oregon beat the shit out of Wyoming. Oh boy, sorry, that was 2 weeks later. My apologies. Yeah, I mean, he led Wyoming to a 27-0 win over Gardner-Webb in between, where he went 22 for 32 for 328, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Okay, he still went 9 of 24 against a Power 5 team, and not even that great of a defense from said Power 5 team. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, for someone like me, Josh Allen went into the season as that number 3, number 4 quarterback on my QB rankings. I think after this, he kind of dropped down to about QB 6. Was kind of in that, like, second or third tier of quarterbacks for me. And, well, the next week, he's definitely got a chance. He's going to turn it around. He's got a really bad defense. Hawaii. How'd he do in that one? 9 of 19 for 92 yards and a touchdown. And that's the thing. You know me, I hate box score scouting. But the box score and the film match up. And I'm sorry, the argument of he has no real talent around him and yada, 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 yada. He's at Wyoming, so they're not going to be able to recruit. Oh, he lost most of his targets from last year. Has anyone seen UCLA's roster? It's filled with 2- and 3-star talent. Josh Rosen pretty much lost everyone he had in that backfield over the past 2 years. Jim Mora couldn't recruit worth a fuck, so he had a 5-star quarterback surrounded by 2 stars. Same fucking thing. But Josh Allen and Josh Rosen are 2 very different prospects because Josh Rosen is at times able to raise the level of play from his teammates. Josh Allen is not. Josh Rosen is what Daniel Jeremiah would call a truck. He carries the teammate along with him. Josh Allen is what they would call a trailer. He needs the rest of the team to pull him along. But, come on. Idaho Potato Bowl against Central Michigan on the 22nd of December. How did Josh Rosen do? Well, he threw 4 touchdowns in the first half, or 3 touchdowns in the first half, something like that. 3 touchdowns in the first half, sorry. He threw 3 for the game. He was 11 of 19 for 154 yards. Now, those don't look like earth-shattering stats, and believe me, they're not. But I watched the game. He played. That's about all I can say. He played. And I've seen a lot of this made on Twitter. Central Michigan was an awful defense. But were they? I think a lot of people assume because they're from the MAC, and the MAC doesn't play a lot of defense, that Central Michigan, by default, was a bad defense. But I've also got pulled up here the team defense stats. And passing efficiency, they weren't even in the top 50. So I'll give them that. But let's go total defense. I mean, this was definitely one I looked at when looking into it. And Central Michigan checks in at 47th. They allow 370.8 yards per game. Okay, passing yards allowed. They were in the top 30, I believe. They averaged giving up less than 200 yards a game through the air. They actually allowed one of the lower percentages for completion percentage. They intercepted a lot of passes, and Josh Allen somehow managed to get through a game without throwing it to the other team. So let's take a look at it. Great video as I'm rummaging through stats right now. Central Michigan was 23rd in passing defense. They allowed 185.5 yards per game. Josh Allen threw for 154. So he really played about what Central Michigan's average giving up. The issue was, and the reason why Central Michigan was so bad against Wyoming the other day, was actually nothing to do with their fucking defense. It had everything to do with the fact that their offense turned the ball over like 18 fucking times. And Wyoming had a lot of short fields, which meant a lot of damage had to be done in a very limited amount of space. Am I saying this to defend Josh Allen, to say that Josh Allen, silenced his critics? Absolutely not. Because I'll tell you what, I don't care that Central Michigan wasn't as awful of a defense as everyone claimed. But if you were really a top quarterback, I guarantee you someone like a Lamar Jackson or a Mason Rudolph or Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, those guys would have destroyed that defense. And yeah, they could have taken the 7 turnovers that Central Michigan, they gave up. And, I mean, Lamar Jackson probably could have had 4 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns off of them. Sam Darnold probably would have thrown 2 interceptions in that game, but probably would have thrown 3 or 4 touchdowns. Josh Rosen probably would have thrown an interception or 2, probably would have thrown for 5 or 6 touchdowns. Probably would have thrown for over 200 yards. The thing is with Josh Allen, the stats are bad, and the excuses for him are even worse. Now, am I one of these guys that says that Josh Allen is undraftable to me? No. Is he a top 5 pick? Fuck no. Fuck no. I hated Pat Mahomes coming out. And thought, well, you know what? If the similarity's there, and Pat Mahomes went top 10, then yeah, believe it or not, Josh Allen's probably going to go top 10 as well. But, I mean, I wouldn't touch Josh Allen before round 3. At all. He's a round 3 grade for me. This is the type of game that a round 3 quarterback has. And again, is Central Michigan an awful defense? No, they're a bad offense that really handicapped their defense. Their defense actually played up to expectation. Josh Allen underwhelmed like he always does. I can't figure out why I get it. He's got the traits. He's 6'5". He's 230. He's got a strong arm. Did I not just go through this the other day about giving bad white quarterbacks a chance over and over and over and over and over again and hoping that someone's going to turn them around over slightly imperfect black quarterbacks? How the fuck is this guy being mentioned in the same breath as Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson is clearly better than him. I don't get it. And analysts that I respect and that have kind of, helped me shape what I do are saying, Matt Miller. Matt Miller's word to me, 80% of the fucking time is gospel. I love reading Matt Miller's stuff. I look at his quarterback rankings, and Josh Allen is still like his 8th rated player. His 8th rated player. I know people where he's not even their 8th rated quarterback. He's like my 7th rated quarterback. He's not good. Does he have the potential? Sure. Is he going to need 3, 4, maybe 5 years as a backup? Yeah. Jesus. Sorry. He is my 6th rated quarterback, and he's currently battling Ryan Finley for that spot. Stop giving bad quarterbacks the slightest bit of attention. I don't get it anymore. It's stopped being interesting, and now just all of the debate between whether he's good or bad, whether he's a first-round pick or not, is just, it's sad because he's clearly not. Look at the stats. Don't box score scout, but look at the stats. They don't scream first-round pick. Look at the tape. That doesn't scream first-round pick. Look at the comparison between the other guys that we say aren't surrounded by good talent. That doesn't scream that he's a first-round pick. Everything about Josh Allen screams not a first-round pick. Take him in round 3 or 4. But the NFL won't listen. And the media won't listen. But I'll tell you what. Maybe this will be the straw that broke the camel's back, and when Josh Allen is picked in the top 10 and flames out like everyone knows he's going to, maybe we can finally end this, and bad quarterbacks will be seen by the NFL coming out as bad quarterbacks. That's going to do it for today, guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another friend, and I'll see you again tomorrow.